brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Huskies and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday Night Primetime.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Omaha taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On first down, Hyde. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Hyde. Caught left sideline. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On 1st and 10, Hyde. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Huskies are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Matthews under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Devine. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hyde over the middle. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Hyde. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Omaha's offense back out for another series. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Man on the outside. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Devine, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And an Omaha first down.
Looking to throw. Hyde. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down,
On first down, Hyde. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hyde. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, They needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on 1st down. Hyde. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Hyde. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Divine. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Hyde. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They run the counter. Wolf. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down now, it's Wolf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Hyde. And a quick throw here that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hyde. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good
Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times.
Look at the big man rumble. Look at the big fella go. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw. Matthews. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Operating from the gun. Matthews. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
The big story thus far has really been snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you'll love to watch.
The half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first down, Matthews. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Matthews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
To throw on third down, Matthews. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Wolf to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. A big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Wolf. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Third and 4.
Back to throw. Matthews. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
The 6-yard line.
Now a first carry, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately,
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw on second down. Hyde. Oh, fighting off the defender. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hyde. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Looking to throw. Hyde. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsauer. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Hyde throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hyde. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. And then Omaha, first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Divine. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to throw. Hyde. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hyde. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, Matthews. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 16 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
Looking to throw, Matthews. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 1st down. Hyde. Going down the middle, and It's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hyde got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And an Omaha first down.
Up the middle they go. Devine. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Hyde. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the
This offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsauer. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Operating from the gun. Hyde. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Huskies are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wolf. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, Matthews. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Matthews got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen.
Complete to number 1. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. He finds his man complete. That's Wolf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just...
Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Thunderbirds have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Hyde. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 43. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. And he's going to go down again. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A big loss on the play.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wolf. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. This 2 weeks in a row, they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think